everybody on the inside. We are actually live. Super, super excited. We're going to give it a few more minutes before we get started. If you're joining us right here inside the Zoom, hashtag the city that you're in. And if you are watching us on Facebook, definitely go ahead and do the same. Let us know where you're watching from. We are super excited to see Philadelphia is in the building. Listen, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. I'm sure we have people, Columbia. We're so excited to have all of you on the line tonight. We're going to give it less than 30 seconds and we're going to go ahead and get started. Just giving everybody time to find the live stream on Facebook. If y'all see it, just shoot me a thumbs up. Jacksonville, North Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So listen, guys, we're not going to prolong the time. We're going to go ahead and record this because this is a business launch, right? So we're super excited. We have several people tonight that have decided, you know what? I want to partner with this phenomenal movement and I want to go out here and I want to be a change agent in my community, right? So I want to be able to go out here and share with people the power of improving their finances, the power of improving their legacy. And so tonight you're going to hear a little bit of information about a phenomenal company called United Credit Education Services. But before we talk about them, I just kind of want to talk about how I got here. You know, it was just almost 5 years ago when I found myself drowning. You know, if you're on the line tonight, you've ever been unemployed or underemployed, drop a 1 in the chat for me, because that's where I was. I had been out of work for 8 months. And yes, I'm educated. Yes, I got multiple degrees, but you can't control when life happens. So I ended up out of work. And as a result of that, I lost 2 vehicles, had to turn them back to the bank. We almost foreclosed on a home. But as you can imagine, with everything having late payments and missed payments, my credit score plummeted. And so I found myself living about 2 years with just really bad credit. And my New Year's resolution, top of 2017, was, listen, Michelle, you got to get this together. We're living in an apartment at the time with a new baby with mold in the apartment, but that's what we could afford given our credit and our finances. And so my husband, Kedrick Kofer, he's a vice president in this company now. He ended up losing his job. So things went from bad to worse. And although he was in corporate banking, he had to resort to driving Uber. So if you ever had to hustle to get it, definitely put a 2 in the chat. So he's driving Uber and he hears about this phenomenal company that can help improve our credit. And instantly that day he signed up. Let me tell you about me, because I know I have some skeptical people on the line, whether you're in Zoom or you're on Facebook. I was skeptical. I had saw my husband pay Lexington Law $129 to quote unquote fix his credit for over a year. And he only had 20-point increase. So when he came home, super excited, I was like, child, them people are scam. They're not gonna fix your credit. So I was very much negative. You can fix your own credit. And he was like, well, babe, why haven't you fixed it? Right. So nonetheless, I watched him for 30 days. You know, I watched him use these services I'm about to share, and 54 point increase just 30 days in. Like literally his score went up. And so I'm like, okay, let me check this thing out. And so I got started, you guys, with a 550, hashtag 550, because that's where I started. And maybe some of you on the line, you may have lower than that. You may have higher than that. But I'm going to tell you what, it's not about where you start. It's that you start working on it, right? And so I started with a 550. Within 42 days, my score went up to a 651. So I was super excited about that. But I understood a 651 is not good credit, you know? And so I kept using the program. And right about my 6-month mark, my credit score hit a 707. So I got super excited, got my buying power back, was able to refinance a car, went from like a 24.8% interest to a 3%. So we saved a little about $200 on the car note for that Altima. And then we re-rated our insurance. And so when we talk about this service that's offered through United Credit Education Services, I want y'all to understand that this is not a credit repair company. This is a credit restoration platform that's embedded inside of a financial literacy platform. So welcome to our call tonight. Welcome to a launch. Everybody that's launching their business tonight is connected in some form or fashion to a larger platform, which is our team, the Financial Breakthrough Team. So we have a goal of helping people to break through financially. So help me throw some party hats in the chat. We want to go ahead and welcome Miss Alicia Lawrence, who's partnered with the amazing Shamika Harris out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. My spiritual sis right from Monroe, Georgia, Miss Bridget Jones. She's an MUA, has helped us tremendously with our little girl, Kylie. Miss Leandria Green. She has partnered with Miss Bianca Berry. You know what? I love when people see the vision that I can go help other people, and while the company's helping you. And so we want to say congratulations to Woman of God, Miss Desiree, who partnered with the Powerhouse, Miss Ebony Nard. Miss Asia Simmons said yes to Miss Yolanda Whitfield. That's her amazing coach. And so we're super excited that she's launching her business tonight. And also Miss Karie Wise, again, partnering with Miss Ebony Nard. So I'm excited for all of you. Again, we want to say congratulations, because I'm gonna tell you, there's just not enough laborers out here. We know that right now in America, over 112 million people have less than a 580 credit score. All right, somebody put that in the chat, 580 credit score. And we have a solution for those people that are drowning in debt, baby boomers who have. We know that people are drowning, and so we have a solution. This is a company that's been around for 18 years. They are helping people with financial protection and opportunity. And I'm going to tell you guys, as a minister, what stood out to me the most when I got started almost 5 years ago was the fact that this was a debt-free company, #debt-free. Because I don't know about y'all, but if you believe, like Jill Scott said, I'm living my life like it's golden, you can't live your life like it's golden when your light is snuffed out, right? Because you're drowning in debt, because you're trying to figure out how to rob Peter to pay Paul. But once you start improving your finances, everything changes. And this company is totally debt-free, owes nobody anything. And so we talk about even having the same key executives. That's how the vision of the company is solid. So if you're on the line tonight, maybe you're like, okay, I want to fix my credit real quick. I'm going to find a quick way to get there. And this isn't that. We're not a credit sweep or a credit swipe. There's no CPNs over here. What we are doing is authentically helping you to build your credit so that you can get the house you want. I told you guys we were able to build our credit score, but I even though I almost lost my home to foreclosure, we eventually, by the grace of God, sold it. But still, we had to file a bankruptcy. That hit our credit, but we're able to buy a new house. So this green wall back here belongs to me, 2.25% interest rate. And now we have equity in this house. We're going to sell it very soon and move to Texas. But this is what good credit can do. It gives you options. New cars, so refinancing your car or maybe getting a car that you desire. It's tax season, you guys. I got to be real. That's the only way we can do it here. It's tax season. Do not go out with less than perfect credit buying a car, because you're going to end up buying that car 2-3 times over if you keep it. Most people go out tax season, buy a car. They have it 3 or 4 months, and then if somebody's picking it up because they realize, like, I'm paying $700 for a Nissan Sentra. What am I doing? And so we want to make sure we're empowered. If you know anybody that's done that, you don't have to say it's you, but just say ouch in the chat. Low interest rates. Right? We're going to talk about how to get higher limits. Why? Because some of you may need to access capital. Maybe you want to start a business, but you don't have but a little bit of credit. The better your credit, the higher your lines of credit. And then also being able to get contracts without security deposits. A lot of us spend thousands of dollars, on down payments and security deposits for lights and gas, apartments and things of that nature. And I'll tell you, when I got started in 2017, I had to prepay for energy. I had to prepay. Yeah, I'm educated. I went to school, went to a prestigious university, but I couldn't even get my lights turned on like a regular person. And so that's why I'm so passionate, you guys, about this message of financial transformation, so that you can get the opportunity to live the life that you desire. Take a screenshot of this, because this is amazing. This is our award-winning protection plan. We have a plethora of services in this protection plan, and you get all of them. We're going to give you budgeting, because we've discovered over the years of doing our research that most people have bad credit because they don't know how to manage money. T. Harv Eker, a documented millionaire, says if you don't learn how to manage money, money is going to manage you, right? So if you've ever been in a place of robbing Peter to pay Paul, drop a 2 in the chat, but this is going to help you streamline so you manage what's coming in and what's going out. Our credit restoration program was written and designed by attorneys, worked by attorneys, so they know how to leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act law to go in and target every negative item on all 3 credit bureaus at the same time. And that's how our clients are able to see these results. I mean, most of them will start to see results in about 60 to 90 days. That's not always your best result. We ask you to give the program about 6 months, but definitely we're going to put you in position to win. We have our credit builder tool, so that now if you're on the line and you need to build credit, or you're millennial, or you've been through a bankruptcy like me and others here, you're now able to build credit authentically. This is not going out and piggybacking on somebody's credit. Let me tell you, if you are an authorized user on somebody's credit, you probably want to come off. in the middle of all that's going on, people are swiping their cards like crazy. In the last year and a half, I think I read something said over $176 billion in credit card transactions. So you definitely don't want to be piggybacking people, because that could negatively impact your credit score. Credit attorneys are there to work for you. Even if you're getting those harassing phone calls from debt collectors, nasty letters, those things are actually prohibited under Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. Credit monitoring, so you can know your score. So I know somebody wants to go out and spend some money, you got their return, but at least know where you stand before you go in the park, you go in the parking lot, right? This is going to prevent the embarrassment I've had, even myself, standing at the Macy's counter. Y'all, I'm sorry, it was a visual in my head, but I'm with my girls. Anybody ever hung out with their girls for the weekend? Well, we're going to Macy's and I'm trying to get 20% off. And sadly, the lady whispered back and said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, you weren't approved." Right? And so that's embarrassing, but we want to be able to shift that. We want to show you how to pay off debt. One of my mentees in the program, he's been able to pay off close to $70,000 in debt. He called me today. He's like, "Look, I just got a new car. I traded my old car." And so I'm just super excited about that, because he's eliminating debt, but he's also repositioning himself because he has excellent credit now. The financial lockbox is like a virtual safe deposit box. Identity monitoring, guys. People may not want your credit. If your credit is not up to par, but guess what? They might want your stimulus check. They might want your tax refund. They might want to hack your bank account, want to hack your social media accounts, right? So we give you $1 million of protection to safeguard you in the event that happens. We're also going to give you network tools, right? So it's so important that you are an asset to your family, not a liability. So with this network tool, you're able to see what you're worth. Even if you don't think you're worth something, I promise you, you are. And so while we know Beyonce and Jay-Z and Oprah and all these Tyler Perrys, we know what they're worth. At the end of the day, what are you worth? Because that's what's going to matter to your family. What are you worth when your eyes close? Then we have a savings goal. Where all of my 2022 homeowners at? Say me in the chat. If this is your year to own a home, hashtag me in the chat. Listen, we have an amazing savings goal that's going to help you get prepared. Our homeowners love it because they can save for their earnest money. They can save down payment for furniture, or even, closing costs. And so we also give you a will and trust. I mentioned at the beginning, you all, I was a social worker for 16 years, and I saw a lot of kids come into foster care, a lot of kids because a parent passed unexpectedly. Let me tell you, to all my parents, my grandparents, where my business owners at, raise your hand in the chat if you're a business owner. Listen, if you're not protecting the thing you worked hard for, and you don't have a will and trust protecting you, when you pass away, that stuff goes to the state. And it's not about money, because we see celebrities who left here, Aretha, Nipsey, Prince, it's people who were documented, right? In high income earners, but they didn't have a will and trust. So it's not about money, it's about financial literacy. We also have a YFL family met. Work with your baby, start teaching them about finances and credit and why they need to own homes early. And then our amazing Rocket Lawyer. This is literally on-demand legal services. You're dealing with a divorce, you're dealing with legal custody, you're dealing with starting a business. All of these things can be taken care of through our powerful Rocket Lawyer services. And on top of that, we're going to give you some cash back savings through our Clever RX. We're going to make sure you know how to save money. We have a young lady on the line tonight, Miss Tina. I saw her earlier, who is now saving over $1,700 on her medication, using our Clever RX. And then people who love to travel like me, put me in the chat if you like traveling. I love being on the go, you guys, but I also love saving money, right? And so you're able to save on hotels, resorts, flights, cruises, and the whole nine. So what's your investment to get all of those services? It's $188. That's a super small investment compared to, the fact that you're about to get about $7,000 worth of benefits. And on top of that, you guys, it's a low monthly subscription. It's not a contract. You pay $89 month by month. That's $3 a day. Isn't it worth improving your finances for $3 a day? Because if you don't, let me tell you what the real facts are. Over the course of a lifetime, you will spend between $200,000 up to $1 million for living with bad credit. And you can Google that. That's a fact. All right. So again, $89 month 1 through 3, it's $89. Like if you drink a can of Coke and a Doritos, that's $3 more, right? But it's $3 a day. And then we're going to do something phenomenal at month 4. For our clients who are being consistent with their growth, we're going to drop the price to $69. So that's a $20 savings. So now we talk about $2 and some change. And then for all of our lifelongers, the people that really see the value, They say, you know what, I want to keep this protection forever. Just like an Amazon or a Netflix subscription, it's only $49 a month. But guess what? You can get it for free. Hashtag free in the chat, because all of us love free. You can literally earn this service for free by simply going out and referring 5 people to the person that invited you to this Zoom or tagged you on Facebook. It's very simple. So, we want to know, does it really work? Here are a few testimonies. You see several credit increases over here to the right. This is all one person. It's actually me. And there's actually more lines than that. The template cut it off, but this was 9 lines of increases. I've been in this program. My score started at a 550. My score is now a 766. All right. Never had excellent credit in my life. This was my first Mercedes. I was able to get this car, you guys, dressed for my friend's birthday dinner, and I was in and out the car lot in an hour. That's never been the case. I was that person that was sitting in the car lot all day long, and we literally were able to go in and out, got the car, one inquiry for Mercedes-Benz Financial, excuse me, one inquiry for Mercedes-Benz Financial. But this is an amazing homeowner. Think about the American dream of home ownership. So many families don't even think it's possible. And listen, we do have a testimony group. The person invited you here can share with you, where we have thousands of people sharing their live testimony. All right. So if you're renting on the line tonight, type rent in the chat, R-E-N-T. Listen, if you're renting, you should be getting credit for that. If you're paying on time, you should be getting credit for that, because homeowners do. So we have a phenomenal program, Credit My Rent, that allows you to get credit for on-time payments. It builds positive payment history. We can go back, slap 2 years of credit, positive payments on your credit profile. And now you're going to see a boost. Many of our clients like 40, 60, 80 plus points added to their credit without increasing your debt. That is an amazing add-on program. But also you're able to be partnered with a company that's giving back. So $9 of every protection plan membership goes back to fund our YFL Foundation. That allows us to get into the community and start educating our babies. So now we're breaking these generational cycles. We used to give $2 away. About a month ago, we changed that, but we've been able to give millions away. As you see the growth of our company, you see the growth of our scholarship. But now we're going from $2 per protection plan to $9. So this scholarship program is literally going to triple, quadruple in size. So we're going to be able to help a lot more kids. Our smallest scholarship is about 50K all the way up to about 5K all the way up to about 30, 35K. So it's huge. So again, quick recap, $89 month one, $69 after 3 payments. And then if you decide you want to be a lifelonger, it's only $49. All right. So we're going to switch gears a little bit, you guys. I don't want you to go anywhere, but I want you to know we are transitioning. All right. I just told you guys about the credit side. I told you about our nonprofit side, but I want you to see this business building side. This is United Wealth Education. The person that launched their business, that invited you here tonight, they are launching a business with this wealth platform. And I absolutely love it, because I'm the same girl who went from no money saved, broke, living check to check. There was times, you guys, and this is no lie, I remember my husband would call me and like, babe, you didn't put no money on the lights? And I'm like, no, you didn't put no money on the lights. I'm talking about like $20, $10, $15, just been in a place where I couldn't even afford to do that. But yeah, I got 3 degrees under my belt. It didn't make sense. And so I'm getting ready to talk about the money. Y'all go ahead and put some dollar signs in the chat. I'm gonna talk about this money, and I'm excited to talk about it because I'm tired of watching us struggle. I'm tired of seeing people in poverty. But guess what? This is not an overnight magic wand. We're not promising you're going to be rich. None of that, right? It's going to take hard work and dedication. So if you're on here watching this thinking that overnight you're going to hit the lottery, you're in the wrong place. We're looking for people that's willing to go out and help other people. And that's how you're going to build a substantial income, by impacting a lot of lives. One of my mentors told me when I first got started, she said, Michelle, if you make a big impact, you'll make a big income. And so let's talk about how it works, you guys. It's very simple. Tonight, you're going to get your own business turnkey. We're talking about literally you're in business for yourself immediately, but now you're not by yourself. You get websites, online support, customer support, agent support. You get a back office. You get paid. Today is payday. Somebody dropped payday in the chat. We get paid every single Thursday for just helping people. That's how you qualify. So this is not a job. It is a business, and you get paid for the work that you do, but you also get life insurance, you guys. This is another way wealthy people build wealth. And so you can go out there and qualify for up to 100,000. There's no medical check. So if you have pre-existing conditions, you qualify for this policy. professional marketing materials, commissions, reward, bonuses, regional and national training. We literally just came out of a mansion retreat. Some of our leaders, we took our mentees on a trip to Florida, rolled out the red carpet just to show them we appreciate them. I know, a lot of times in corporate America, we would get like an ice cream social, or, they might, order pizza on a Friday, but it's nothing like truly celebrating people. And this company does it all the time. More importantly, guys, you get tax advantages. I'm a tax pro, so I can tell you right now, if all you have is a W-2, you're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. So you definitely want to have a business. If this isn't for you, that's cool, but you definitely need to have a business, all right? And then more importantly, you get the opportunity to impact the lives of other people, to be able to see people smile, to be able to see their kids play in their own backyard, that kind of thing. So take a screenshot of this because it's simple like this, right? You are an agent, you're a business partner, you saw the vision, you got launched, and you went out and shared this message with your coworker, Sarah. Sarah needs credit because she wants to build a house. Boom, you made $100. Elizabeth, she used to work with you at a call center. She needs to improve her credit. Boom, you made another $100. You guys see the flow here? Let me just take you on a hypothetical situation. So let's say, I don't know, when I first got started, I wanted to make $500 a month, and that's really what I wanted to make. But you could go out and you could do that. You can, help 5 people in a month, and you can move slow, right? Or you can do what I decided to do, which I was gonna move a little fast, right? Success loves speed. So instead of 5 people in a month, let me do 5 in a week, right? Just imagine if you enroll 5 people in a week, you guys, that's $500 you're making in extra income on a weekly basis. $500. So let's say, that's $2,000, minimum $2,000 a month, right? Over the course of a year, $24,000. Can you stand to add an additional $24,000 to your income? Like supplementing your income. We're not talking quitting your job. We're talking about adding to, and they're going to give you a $12 residual. So you're going to get that on the backside. You're going to get paid over and over and over for the one transaction you made up front. So $100 on the front, $12 residual. And yeah, it adds up. So somebody's probably like, $12 ain't nothing, but no, it's not by itself. It compounds just like interest. It multiplies, and we all like money when it multiplies. And we're also talking about, guys, the opportunity for you to get bonuses. So I'll tell you one thing that I've learned working in a call center. Anybody ever had to supervise anybody? Put one in the chat. You ever trained somebody, worked as a call lead, lead supervisor, head, whatever of a department? Well, you had to train people. I worked in a call center. That's how I paid my way through college. But listen, in a call center, hey, Michelle, Johnny's going to shadow you. Johnny comes shadow me. I train him on the scripts. I train him on everything. I train him on operations, but they don't give me a bonus for that. Guys, if you're leading and training in corporate America, that is a skill set that needs to be rewarded, right? Most of us don't get bonuses for that. But in this company, we have a leadership bonus called the CAB. So if you go out there and you help your team acquire customers, customer acquisition bonus, when you help them acquire their first 2 customers, they're excited. They just made $200. Like literally in an hour, they're super excited. I made $200 just like that. But because you help them acquire that customer, this company is going to give you a bonus called a CAB. Now, that might not mean a whole lot to you, but all my agents on the line, that's $100 bonus. Put FT if you're a field trainer on the line. At field trainer, they earn $160. So even at your first promotion, guys, that's a $60 raise. 16 years of me being a social worker, I barely got a 60-cent raise. So I'm, super excited to talk about this because it's breaking barriers. I saw a sales director on the line. I saw Miss Yolanda Whitfield on here. As sales director, that's $380. So imagine she's a single mom who's been able to build her business to the point of where now she can go out and make $1,000 in a week just this one way. 380 times 3. Come on, that's over $1,000. So now you're in control. I saw Miss Tina Houches on here out in Michigan, $430. She was former military. Now she's building this business full time. So she doesn't have a job anymore. $430. She could go out and bring on 2 business partners and make almost $1,000 for just 2 enrollments, right? I did see a vice president. I saw Mr. Kent Williams come in. Listen, at vice president, that's $500, you guys. And it may not mean anything to you, but everybody started out brand new. It's just not about, when you start, it's that you start, right? And so you have the ability to go all the way up to 560. We have an infinity bonus that is incredible. Another reward. It's kind of like a profit share to all my realtors out there tonight. It's like a bonus, a sales director, your business is doing about 10,000 every 30 days. They give you 0.5% of that. that's $50. And yeah, that's $50. Not little 50, right? That's $50. You could invest it, you could put it in crypto, you could buy diapers, you could put it on your light bill, but that's 50 extra dollars, right? Regional sales director, that's going to be $187.50. Executive sales director, this is where I was able to walk away from corporate America back in March of 2018. My business had grown. We were doing about 50,000 in sales. 1% of that, y'all, is $500. When I started, all I wanted to make was 500. So that just shows you the power of this opportunity. I was able to walk away from my job at the age of 39. But then vice president, that's $1,500. And all the way down to Pinnacle, you guys, where, you know, for some of us, we can't dream that big, but that's a business that does over 10 million every 30 days. And yes, we have people doing it. Their bonus at that level is 3%. Can somebody hashtag Pinnacle? Because that's where the money resides, okay? Then we got our R&R Club. We're gonna celebrate you. This company is very committed to making sure you have a good retirement. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we don't really have retirement benefits. And so the company supplements that by making sure they're taking care of us. At level 1, they give you a $600 lifestyle allowance. You can save it, invest it, whatever you want to do with it. Level 2, $10,000 cash bonus. Most people are putting that down on down payments on homes. I've seen so many single moms use that for that. The $1,500 car allowance. A lot of people are not getting a car. They're getting their first investment property. They're starting to invest. You're talking about being around wealth builders. Like, it's going to be impossible for you to be around people who are moving and shaking in the financial space and you don't start doing the same. Level 4, $25,000 bonus. Yes, we have people all the way at all of these levels, you guys. Mr. LaVore Robinson, I saw this guy right here, lead corporate American, about 5 months, you know, had a set of twins. So they went from 1 baby to 3. His wife was dealing with postpartum and he was able to walk away from his job. His business now does $250,000 in sales every 30 days. That's me in the middle. Now at EVP, my business does between $500,000 and $700,000 every single 30 days. Mr. Rick McGee, we're talking about, you know, got it all together. Coach Rick, they call him, you know, moving in some very influential circles in the sports arena, but he and his wife, Yvette, were drowning in debt. And so they got into this opportunity. They've been able to hit level 1. So the company gives them a $600 allowance. But listen, does it work? Yes, it works. Are there real people? Yes, there are. Listen, the person that invited you here, they're a real person, just like all the rest of us. What separates people from, you know, the people that succeed and the people that don't is just persistence, consistency. It's nothing about this that's, you know, super mythical, if I'll say that, right? You're copying and pasting. You don't fix credit. The company does all the work. You're simply putting the word out. Put a 5 in the chat if you've ever told somebody, like, about where you got your hair done or your nails or where they should go eat out at. If you've done that, that's called a word of mouth referral. We get paid for word of mouth referrals. All of these ladies right here at the top are a small portion of our Classic Credit Chicks movement. We've launched 17 major cities across the United States. It's a women's movement where our focus is on empowering women to a 720 or higher credit score, home ownership, entrepreneurship, and legacy building. Mr. Williams here has been able to find such favor as a realtor, being able to teach about credit on a weekly basis. In fact, has an event this weekend in Charlotte at KW, you know, in his office, teaching people. This is how he was able to sell an additional 13 homes his first year in the business. My husband, Kedrick, he said yes first. We went from, you know, being an Uber driver, riding around Atlanta, you know, struggling, living check to check, to being a serial entrepreneur through investing money he made in this company. This is our mentor in the bottom right, Miss Robin Robinson, you guys. I got to celebrate her. It's Women's History Month. This woman right here is a giant in this industry, but she is our coach. But let me tell you, when my husband was driving Uber, guess what? She was his Uber passenger. The same way you're hearing this information tonight, she shared it on a phone call with somebody and he overheard her. And instantly it made sense. I can help people. I can help myself. I can get paid. This lady's talking about how people are walking away from corporate America. I need to get started. And that day he invested and we never looked back. Ms. Lacey Ado, 24-year-old, well, she's 25 now, 24-year-old homeowner, multiple business owner. She does not have a job. She's financially independent, retired early, 6-figure earner at its age. Ms. Drisha Teasley, 32 years old. She didn't have the money to start. Her mom had to pay for her to get started. She's one of the high income earners on our team. As a millennial, no income claims, but as a millennial, she netted over $504,000 building this business online. So it's a lot of opportunity, guys. More retirement benefits. Miss Robinson, the same one who was my husband's Uber passenger, worked in a call center. She's now level 5. That means the company gave her a cash bonus. So she went from the bus to the Bentley, from Uber to the Bentley, right? Level 6, $5,000 monthly mortgage. Again, some of us don't dream this big, but I do, and I hope you do, because the company's paying this out to people every single month, even all the way to level 7, where we have a monthly retirement bonus up to $25,000. That's monthly, you guys. We're not talking a 401k or 403b where there's a partial match. It's 100% match. We don't have anybody at 8, 9, or 10 yet, but that means we are still a growing company, and we're looking super excited to being able to grow there. So listen, you could go out and you can invest all the money in the world and starting your own business, right? Or you could do it the smart way. This is one of the ways that I absolutely am grateful that I found. I was able to start a business for $2.99, just like the person that's launching tonight, just like the person that invited you here. It's tax season, you guys. Some of us are sitting on skills like social skills that could grow us an empire, but you're afraid to invest money behind it. $2.99 is going to set up your entire business. That includes your first month of the services, that include all your credit and everything I mentioned. Just like the client is $89, but it is eliminated when you refer 5 people. So clients, it's eliminated for them when they refer 5 people to you. But as a business partner, when you refer 5 people to the company, you get paid. So you get it for free, and you made $500. So that means you're operating a business in the green. Like literally, you invested $2.99, you just made $500. You're in profit already. Most businesses, you guys, if you don't know anything about businesses, and maybe you do, most businesses will not survive a 3 to 5 year period. I will celebrate my 5-year anniversary in this company. Never been a business owner. My husband was not a business owner. Miss Robinson was not a business owner. Tina wasn't a business owner. Yolanda, all that, like, none of us have owned businesses before. So it's not like we had a special skill. We were just willing to learn, to grow, and to help people. So listen, are you I'm ready to go. Sign me up. I got my investment. I'm ready to help people. I'm ready to see my return. I want you to get back with the person that invited you here or tagged you on this video, and let's get you signed up. This is not the season for procrastination. We're not doing that in this season. This is the season for double. Somebody put double. This is the season for double. You cannot manifest double if you don't have any seed in the ground. I'm expecting my seeds to come back with a mighty harvest, and you definitely should be doing the same. But maybe you got questions. That was me. I was super skeptical, and I got to do my research. And I did that for 30 days. Worst decision ever. I wish I was my husband's first business partner, but I can't tell you that I was. I was not. I had to sit back and watch him pick up 4 checks and have a 54-point increase before it was like, okay, ding, ding, Michelle, this makes sense. And so we'll answer your questions here tonight. And then C, maybe you're like, you know what? Let's use the services. I'm a millionaire already, but I want to protect my money. I want to get my assets together. I want to make sure I got a will and trust. So maybe you just need to use the services. If you don't have an 850 credit score, you need the services, okay? Whether it's building credit, whether it's budgeting, whether it's saving, all of that, we have all of those tools embedded. So if you don't have an 850 credit score, I don't even have an 850 credit score. So I still use my protection plan. Last year for my birthday, I used the debt payoff system. I paid off that Mercedes y'all saw. I paid it off early using this very same program. So the goal for me, y'all, is not to go out here and just have credit to spend and splurge. It's to be able to leverage to gain access to other people's money so that we can build legacy. Somebody hashtag legacy. So that is our time. We want to definitely say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. I'm super excited for all of our business partners who are launching tonight. Asia, Karie, Desiree, who else? Bridget. We're just so excited to have you guys on. So let's take some questions. Keisha, congratulations. Let's take some questions. If you have any questions, you can unmute your mic. We're very transparent, you all. For me, this is ministry. So if you're on this line tonight, you have to use the word legacy to get into the Zoom. That's because we're serious about creating legacies. If you don't know that, it's wise to leave an inheritance to your children's children, let me just tell you that that's what you should be doing. It's very selfish of us to just think about our own finances, and we're not thinking about our children and our children's children. Many of us on this line today, our finances are a result of our parents' lack of knowledge. They didn't know to teach us. I grew up in the projects. My mama didn't know to teach me about credit and finances. I started, trying to learn things on my own, but even that, guys, I didn't have the blueprint. This is the blueprint. So you can either be helped or you can be a part of the help, and we can go out and change some lives together. Any questions? Let's go ahead and open those mics up, because if y'all don't have questions, that means we crushed it. Mr. Fire Tablet, go right ahead. You got a question, King? Yes? Nope. Okay, that was an accident. Any questions?
What's the best way of saving?
The best way of saving, it depends, right? So you can decide that you want to put a percentage of your income. 10% for me goes to tithe, 10% goes to saving, 80% goes to cost of living. So it really depends on you. Depends on how much debt you have, right? So when we start looking at your debt to income ratio, it may be beneficial for you to start eradicating debt before you start saving. So everybody has heard people talk about 6 months of rainy day funds, right? Let me tell you, I got an opinion on that, but it's just my opinion. You put your rainy day funds away. We're definitely telling it to rain because we're speaking that into existence. But let's just say you're planning for the mishaps of life. Let's just say that if you have a lot of debt, I would start eliminating some debt and then cushion yourself. Or I would add income through like the gig economy and put that income from the gig economy to the savings and start eradicating debt from the personal income. So it's multiple ways to save. There's no magical way, but I can tell you with this opportunity, you have the ability to bring in extra income that you definitely can put towards savings and investment. Who invited you on tonight, King?
Desiree.
Awesome, awesome. So definitely you want to lock arms with her. Where are you located?
Georgia, Morrow.
Oh, that's right down the road. Okay. So not too far. I can't claim Atlanta. I live in Winder, but I know exactly where Morrow is. But definitely there's a huge opportunity here for you because Georgia is one of the top states with the worst credit in the nation. We have 3 zip codes right in the metro Atlanta area that have the lowest credit scores across the US, as well as having the lowest eviction rate. So we're talking about serving people at a high capacity. This gives you the opportunity to do that and be building a business while empowering other people. All right. So welcome to the movement. Any other questions, you guys? So we want you to ask those questions here. Let me tell you why. Because you heard the information. My husband did not ask me if he could sign up to improve our life. He just did it. But when he came home, I was mad. And had he waited for my opinion, we wouldn't be sitting here today. I'm grateful for this platform because we've created a lot of success stories through this amazing platform. And had I got to it before he got to his money to sign up, we wouldn't even be here today. So get your questions answered. Like, don't go ask your broke friend what she think about you starting a business, because she's gonna talk you out of it. Girl, everybody do credit. Well, guess what? That didn't stop Van Camp from making baked beans, right? Bush's is all over the shelf, but Van Camp's is representing. All right. So no other questions. If you guys have questions, let's take this last second. If not, I want you to get back with the person that invited you here. Ashley, you got a question? You look like your brain is pondering. No? Good? Okay. Who invited you, Miss Ashley? Nobody invited you? Who? I'm reading your lips. I think you said Asia. Okay. You said Asia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where you live?
I live in Boston.
Oh, nice. So let me tell you about Boston. We don't have anybody there. So it's a wide open market. We have a movement inside of this called Classic Credit Chicks, where like I mentioned earlier, we've launched several states. So of course we are looking for the flag carriers in that market. If you're all about all things girly, sisterhood, bossing up, leveraging each other's stories to build, then definitely you want to get back with Asia to get started. But Boston is a wide, like literally the whole United States, but Boston is for sure wide open. Okay.
Yeah.
So welcome. All right. Any other questions from anybody? If not, we're going to go ahead, guys, and wrap it up. Thank you so much for everybody that joined us tonight. Again, thank you for supporting these next wave of leaders in this financial service space. It's been our honor to serve you tonight. My name again is Michelle W. Kofer, out of Atlanta, Georgia, Executive Vice President with this company. Super excited In just 2 months out, in a month, I'll be celebrating my 5-year anniversary of helping people. So get back with the person that invited you here. Get started now. If you're thinking about getting started, do it tonight, because it's tax season, you guys. Everybody's a thousandaire right now, and they want 3 things. They want to fix their credit, they want to buy a house, or they want to start a business. So this is the opportunity to help people direct where their money should go so that they can literally see a return on it, not go to the shopping mall and things of that nature. So that's our time, you guys. We'll see you at the top. Take care and God bless.
Have a good one.
Good one. Take care. Stop.